Hello everybody, it's time to play a new from-scratch playthrough of Darkest Dungeon. Let's do it. Yeah, we're gonna do everything. We're gonna do Darkest, and we're gonna name it the Marvelous Manor.
You will arrive along the old road.
Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know, the setup of this game is similar to the Rats in the Wall short story of H.P. Lovecraft. I'm summoned. I'm a distant descendant of this ancient family, and the last scion of the line has summoned me home because our manor has fallen into ruin thanks to experiments that they have done. So
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
So this is all squad management,
Dispatch this
and like roster management with a lot of positional strategy, and like knowing when you're screwed, basically, is like the key thing, and knowing when to bail, and like how to manage very limited victories. Alright, yeah, I don't need any of those tooltips. Alright, so Dismas, get in there.
A singular strike.
So you start with just these two characters, and then eventually you're going to build up this huge roster, and you have to try to use very minimal resources to win. And like all these like chests and things have a chance to be good or bad, all the way easy to settle. Yeah, so hopefully everybody can hear me okay. Compared to the music, let me know if I'm coming in too soft in comparison to the background of the game.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Let's see if we can stun him. So that means he'll miss a turn, which is very good for us. So that he misses that turn. Let me move my face over. I feel like right there is good. Get another bleed on him. Big dudes like this guy, which we're going to fight a lot. They take less damage from direct attacks, more damage from bleeds, disease, etc. So since I recently stunned that guy, he's more resistant to being stuns. So that bleed should get him now. So I'll use... So now that DOT took care of him, which is good for us. Yeah, but so let's keep working on it. And then we'll just crack him on the head. All right.
Triumphant pride precipitates.
Yeah, so we're not going to use the trapped chest because it says trapped. It's to teach you to actually like read. Alright, so what traits did he get? So he's light sensitive. That's a really bad trait to get right out of the gate. So he does less damage the higher the light is, which is very bad.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now. And you are bound to them.
Also, the narrator basically makes this game.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws.
So this is going to be our first party.
And corpses.
We need to upgrade the stagecoach.
All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
At least initially, I like to just kind of go all in on upgrading the stagecoach, because that's what we desperately need. So we'll start there.
Arrive, foolishly seeking fortune and
that's
glory.
the first upgrade that we
in
should
this
always
domain
do.
Of the damned.
And now we're gonna pick our first mission and go on it.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Alright, so Plague Doctor removes debuffs and has a lot of debuffs to dish out. The Vestial is a kind of general healer. Wow, what a bad group of skills he gave us. So she's basically going to be a heal bot, it looks like, because started out with the frontline traits, which is not good. Yeah, because that, and that, and that, yeah, just put her in the back. You're going to just be a heal bot. Let's go on our very first mission. Let's get a shovel.
Measured now in gold. Later,
let's get some torches and some
blood.
Food. Let's go. Anybody who chimes in or follows or subs, if I've got somebody in the role here that doesn't have a name, that'll end up being your character. So if you've got any questions, or if you don't already follow and subscribe to the channel, go ahead and hit me up. Alright, so light is a critical resource in this game. The lower the light, the worse basically everything in this game is for you. So you have to try to keep it up while maintaining your resources and trying to make runs as profitable as possible. These early dungeons are like no sweat, though wild stuff can still happen. So we're going to try to stun that guy so he won't get a turn. She can only heal, unfortunately. Yeah, no, this game is really good. It's one of my all-time favorites.
Be gone, fiend.
Alright, so Dull Fork. I can't rename these two characters, because if I do, it disables a quest. But of the Plague Doctor and the Vestial, which one would you rather be named after?
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Plague Doctor or Vestial? Let me know. Alright. There you go. Hopefully, you'll make it. Most characters do not, but we're going to see how you do. Alright, good thing we got that extra shovel, because a shovel this early may mean that there's actually two things that need shovels, so we would have been in a bad way. Okay, so this fight started while things were dimly lit, so there's higher stress. So we're going to get that up. We want to make sure that this lady in the back gets as few turns as possible, so we're going to try to stun her, because the mage class characters do the type of damage that's the hardest to heal, which is stress damage. This Vestial needs new abilities because, well, at least she'll get a little bit of... Alright, so here's what we're going to try to do. We're going to see if we can finish... So we got a miss there, that's not great. Alright, let's show them the menu. That's what I call the Crusader's Writ, where he holds up the hand. Looks like, alright. There we go. You gotta get rid of the mage types as quickly as possible. Otherwise they will shred your party. So as our roster gets deeper, I'll go over the fact that, like, you have to construct your parties in such a way that they can effectively combat in multiple positions, right? Like this Vestial only being able to fight from this position because of the other things that we have on the team is not good. So you want to have a team that can hit all positions or as many positions as possible, and if they get moved out of position, it's not the end of the world. Right? So let's get rid of that guy before he gets his next turn. And then we should be able to finish that guy. Dismas.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Hopefully you can actually hear the narrator. Let me know if you can't hear the narrator. Alright, so... Ooh,
glittering gold,
that'll be nice.
Trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Alright, so since we had the torch up high, pretty high up on the scale, we got a surprise round, which is, you know, very similar to what you might have in D&D. So we're gonna get a bleed on this guy. So that'll touch. We might just finish him. If not, okay, he's done. He's not gonna get a turn. Let's get a heal on Dismas. Then this guy, let's get a stun.
The slow death.
So see, that guy didn't even get a turn because we got that. Oops, so she makes it darker and she does stress damage to my people, which is, survey says, not great. Alright, let's see if we can get a dot on her. Okay, he dodged that, that's good. Heal it up, on attack please. So, the middle rank guys.
Press disadvantage.
There we go.
Give them no quarter.
So we got a trinket that only the dog, Houndmaster, can use. So heirloom chest. If you have a key, it's always good to use them with the chests because it means that they yield better loot. And in this case, we actually got our key back, which is rare, but it can happen, which is really cool when it does. Alright, so there's a trap here. So you want to usually pick the person who has the highest dexterity or speed to try to disarm the traps. Now you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm also hitting the up button because sometimes there's hidden rooms that contain treasure. Oh, so we hit a trap that I didn't notice. So you got to be more careful. And because of that, Renaud got a bunch of stress. His damage is also reduced by the fact that he has the light sensitive trait. Okay, so none of these guys are going to be affected by bleed because they're skeletons. So let's put some poison, or blight in this case, which is like necromantic magic debuff on it. So we're just going to rain bullets down since the bleed doesn't work. Yeah, you can beat up on my tank all you want. All you want. Show them the menu. Right. Heal Renaud. So as you get, farther and farther into the dungeon, you start to just have more and more health missing from people because you can't heal outside of the battles. So sometimes you end up with this strange situation where you want the fight to go one round longer so your healer can get another chance to heal everyone, which is a very weird situation. Okay, so we have a holy water. So I'm going to put this holy water in here because it has a chance to remove his negative trait. Okay, it just healed him. I mean, we'll take it. But those fountains have a chance to remove negative traits from my people, so it could have gotten rid of his light sensitive, which would have been nice. Yeah, I mean, this is one of my favorite games, but one of the things that's weird about it, Dolfork, is that a lot of what's going on in the game is not on the surface visible.
Are often low on supplies.
You have to understand like the underlying economy system of the trinkets, their stress as a kind of currency, their quirks as a type of currency. Like the way they keep people from being able to min-max and beat this game up is by making it so that there's 4 currencies going. There's the actual money, there's the trinkets that you get, Then there's the stress and abilities of your people as currency. So by making it so that if you overinvest in one, you end up losing all the others, it forces you to really grind and work on your characters in a slow and thoughtful way and really maximize resources. Man, Renault's getting a lot of bad traits. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a really good one for you, Dolfork, plus 10% total health.
The poor caretaker. I fear his long-standing duties here have affected him.
Okay. So we can't remove negative traits yet, and nobody really has a ton of stress yet. So we're probably going to just go again, but we'll see who we've got. Obsessed with sainthood, obsessed with self-worship. Those are good starting abilities, so we'll take that one.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
Eagle Eye. Okay. Those are good.
Shoot, bandage, and pillage.
Faithless.
The dancing steps of war.
We have a Doggo Master, which is good. These are all good people.
A lawman and his faithful beast. A bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
So we only still have the one healer, unfortunately. But we are going to swap out our 2 front lines, I think. Because I want Torment to get leveled up. And we can bring the dog guy too. The field bandage unfortunately is not enough. Man, you've got some bad abilities. Alright, so let's pull... No, what we'll do is we'll leave Dolfork in. And we'll leave the healer in, and we'll just swap out the front 2. And we'll put the Houndmaster trinket on the Houndmaster. Alright, so let's look at what we've got. We don't have a graveyard yet, so we probably don't want that one. Arbalist. Plus 5 accuracy on melee skills. That sounds like the winner. Let's do it. Let's get a key.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
I'd like to avoid that trap, so we'll go around and get it. So there's going to be a fight right here. So we've got a lot of AoE now, which is fun. So we don't actually have to attack the Cultist Acolyte again, because the debuff is going to take care of it. Oof,
grievous injury.
That early is not ideal. Alright.
Is broken. Maintain the offensive. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Bitey boys. Yeah, I know. Advantage yourself.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
All right.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Let's keep it moving. Got a surprise round here, which is good. There's some stun sauce on that guy.
Another one falls.
Do a self-go when you hug your dog.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
That was a weak fight.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light? If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Alright, let's see if there's a fight in this room. There isn't. So now we gotta backtrack. Should eat up a little bit of our light. But it's okay. We'll still largely be fine. Run out of torchlight this fight, which is not ideal. Hopefully the next round of the stagecoach will yield us more than one healer.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
That should do it for her. See if the stun lands. Nope. Okay, good. Some bitey boys. This guy's got the shield, so he's very hard for us to hurt. With anyone besides like a heavy hammer wielder. So we're taking multiple turns, multiple actions to get rid of it.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Oof. Lots of heirlooms is good. We have a light issue. Okay. Complete on everyone, please.
quickly the tide turns.
Crit would have been nice there.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Or again.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken. A death
That was a rough fight. The nice thing is we got a fair amount for it. Because we're hurting.
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
We ran out of fire. Yeah, I know.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Phew.
The shifted corridors and sloped walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
Necromania.
Though long years may seek to separate them, action and consequence will invariably have their dreadful reunion.
Alright. Yay. An occultist. Well, we're taking everybody.
To fight the abyss,
Even if they
one
stink.
must know it. The bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war. Make no mistake, we will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready. In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
We gotta make everybody not crazy.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
So we're setting people up for stress relief.
Fresh
So they can
kegs,
feel better
cards,
about
and
themselves.
curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike. Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
That guy's, it's not, that one's not really bad. What do you got going on? Thrown daggers is okay. I don't know if I even have anybody who can mark yet. Do either one of you have the mark? You have mark, so that's handy. What position do you want to be in? So we can put Dismas. Well, let's level up another outside person. Okay. Yeah, so you're gonna be back row. Yeah, okay. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, we don't want to do the courtyard yet. Let's look for good trinkets. We need portraits. These kind of stink, but we could sell them. So let's get Dismas in there. Let's get our only available healer in there. Get her in there, and then we need a tank. Arnold, you've got some wildly bad abilities, huh? We'll get Stafford in. Let's do trinkets. We'll get this +5 accuracy. Melee skills guy. That's not good. Alright, so we don't really have anything else that fits. We need more food. Need more torches because we don't have anybody who generates torches. We'll bring an extra key. We'll get fancy. Let's do it. All right.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Anybody who chimes in on chat or follows or subs, you're gonna get a character named after you. Let's hit everybody for a little bit of damage, since we do not have a good chance of killing anybody, except for
the fiend falls,
with the pickaxe to the face.
A faint hope blossoms.
So let's mark this guy. Let's stun this guy. Reduce the number of turns coming through.
The will to fight falters.
Alright. So now, the marked target should take additional damage. Yep, there we go. Perfect. These blanket fire boys are not great. Let's do a vulnerability hex on that guy. Ooh, that backline shank. Ooh, thankfully that missed. Let's finish off this guy.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Yeah, now that extra damage from the target being marked. So a big part of this game
this momentum.
Is
Push
the
on
synergy.
To the task's end.
Let's put a torch.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Alright, so we have to explore, do 100% of room battles. We don't know if there's a room battle this way because we didn't get the explore trigger. So we have to check it, because the last thing we want to be is towards the end of the dungeon, completely beat to shit and have to backtrack.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
The game will spawn new traps and things when you backtrack. Alright, so no room battle there. So we'll double back. We'll go up and over. Alright, I'm gonna name... Crusader is one of my favorite classes. I'm gonna name this one after me. We're gonna name him Code Marvel. We're also gonna mix up the color palette. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so we're gonna go up and over.
Finding the
So
stuff is
holy
only
water
the first
is
test.
to get rid of
Now
the
it must
bullshit
be
that's on
carried
the urn.
home.
That's the technical term, by the way, bullshit. Oh, surprise round? No. Okay. Alright, so this big guy, nobody's marked yet. So let's put some bleeds on this guy early. Earlier we can get it on there, the better off we're gonna be. Put the poison darts on him, get another dot on him. Ability hacks on that guy. Yep, here comes the blanket fire. Okay, so she's gonna need to heal from the insult this next round. Let's see if we can stun this guy.
The ground quakes.
Perfect. So he's just gonna have one whole turn where all he does is take dot damage. Alright. So this guy's marked, so he gets the kill on the first shot. Another dot on that guy. You need to heal her. So the Occultist has one of my favorite RNG heals in history. It's like 0 to 13, and it keeps scaling, but the base of it is always 0. And it also has a chance to give the person that you heal with it bleed.
A momentary abatement.
So it's just like, you could end up healing them for 0 and putting another damage over time on them, instead of actually doing anything positive to them. It's wild. Alright, let's see if we can just finish that guy off. Nope. Alright. That's my cool bomb.
In Radiance, may we find victory. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Alright, so we're only looking for room battles. Alright, so... Oh, nice. She got a positive trait out of that. Alright, so we gotta go south.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Yes, yes. An empty sack, oh no. The worst. We're very light low on this team though. Alright, we did get a surprise round, which is really rad. So let's see if we can just actually take a couple of people directly out of the fight.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Oh, that's a good big heal that we needed, even if she got bled. Let's see if we can stun that guy. Nope, we can't, is the answer. Okay, so things just got a little weird. These resist. Alright, come through for me. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, everybody takes a little bit of stress from that and has the potential to be bled, which is, survey says, quite bad. And we're getting cooked. We may need to camp after this fight. Yeah,
prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need to camp. Gotta move him back to the correct position. This blanket fire is shooting us up.
Weakened. The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it. If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Yeah, we have to prevent the nighttime ambush, which is fine. Everybody bandage each other. Alright, let's rest. Everybody take a nap. We're getting decent treasure this
The
time,
light,
which is nice.
the promise of safety. The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Nice. Nice. That's
Mortality
nice.
clarified in a single strike. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Alright, come through for me. Nope. And you put another bleed on him. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see if we can stun that guy. Gotta get rid of that guy. Bone courtiers will just shred. There we go. Show him the menu. Couple of ability hacks from that guy. So I'll actually be able to get some damage in. That's self-crit. It's a good thing. Oh, it didn't save my name change. That's why we're having such bad luck. Alright. DOTs, damage over time.
The slow death. Unforeseen.
Nice.
Unforgiving.
So let's use the key. God, I love this game so much.
Mind that such missteps are the exception and not the rule.
Got some good money though, which is good. Let's see if we can pull this guy out of position. Trying to prevent people from taking their turns is very important in this game. Much like in any turn-based strategy game, like Final Fantasy Tactics or anything like that. 0. Okay.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten. Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
Alright, so
Paid
there's at
for
least
in
one
blood.
room battle left. 26-point crit. Look at all these crits.
Dazed,
Everybody gets
reeling,
crit.
about to break.
That guy's gone. Exactly, bitch. Okay.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Oof, that's a big hit. I'm gonna switch spaces around with everybody because I want my occultist to be able to heal her before this combat ends. Then we just move everybody back into position.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I'm sure naming the character after me will have no adverse effects on their long-term health. see if we can get a crit. Nope. But we did remove one of the bone courtiers, which is worth it. They will shred a team.
Back to the pit. Be gone, fiend. Another one falls. As victories mount, so too will resistance.
We are running out of space for stuff. Now we're gonna check out.
A handsome reward.
All right, now we will fail with our very full inventory.
Room by room, hall by hall, we reclaim what is ours. She has paid dearly for her freedom. That deserves better than this place.
Weak grip. Natural swing. Yeah, you're decent.
Shifting, swaying. She mesmerizes her prey before the final strike.
We are very weak in the,
This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same. A lawman and his faithful beast. A bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
Alright, so... Stagecoach upgrades. Actually, we're probably gonna wanna... Yeah, alright, so...
A sharper sword, a stronger shield. Anything to prolong a soldier's life.
So that's a good start. Everybody's stress levels were really good on that run, generally speaking, which is good. Okay, whoa. Let's check the log real quick. Alright, so you are still very high stress, which I'm not overly fond of. But I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it, because we need a healer for our runs. Let's see if we can find a good short one. Yeah, we gotta fix up Renaud. Let's start by getting rid of light sensitive. And we'll double back and do more upgrades there later.
Trinkets and charms, gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
Let's unequip all trinkets. We're not going to use these. Actually, we could use them. I know we won't use that one, so we'll get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. We'll get rid of that one. And then let's build a team. Stun skill charm's good, so we'll double check on that one. Stun skill. These identical quests? Okay. We can go fight the Necromancer, probably. Yeah, let's go fight the Necromancer. I'll just want to unlock some abilities. Dull Fork's back in action. I'll probably want you to have Battlefield Medicine. Actually, probably... These are all good. That's the problem. Every single ability is good. Well, we're definitely going to need a healer if we're going to do this. So that's back to the usual suspects. We don't want to bring any 0 levels with us. We can certainly go for it. We're just going to need to upgrade some fools. Upgrade their armor and their attack, which basically improves their abilities. Alright, so here's the thing. This ability stinks. I need you to have... I need you to have this one. We are really going for broke here. And then you really should have Judgment. And you should really have Divine Comfort. And that felt terrible. Alright, you're good. You're perfect. Dismas, you're perfect. You, we gotta get rid of these abilities that you can't use. That's where you're going to be at. Alright, so we'll get that on him. That on him. And that's all she wrote. Let's go do it. This could go very, very badly. We're doing a boss fight way earlier than I normally would, but let's make it exciting.
Mastery over life and death was chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat?
Don't become friends with necromancers.
A devil walks these halls.
Okay, Calder, stop
calling
me. Putting holes in my leg. Like, legit, you are putting holes in my leg. Now, if I pick you up, you gotta stay up here. Nope, because you're just gonna claw that you want to get back up from the other side.
resistance surges as the enemy crumbles. Executed with impunity. Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
This pack contains loot. An additional torch is always welcome. Ooh, a secret room. Alright, so there's a trap right there. And then there's books. Yeah, you're gonna open it up. So we're on the Insane Person Expressway. Alright, so because I brought keys with me, got this. Ooh, we get these very, very rare trinkets. I have to take a screenshot of that. I have to go back through and get a screen cap of that. So now we got a lot of money and we got really good trinkets. Yeah, when you get the secret rooms in boss fights, they're always really good. That's very cool that that happened. I'm glad that that happened on stream. Alright, so now he should be doing lots of damage. And he's also going to stress out a lot more quickly. So that's something to keep in mind also. Oof, come on. There's the crit.
Back to the pit.
We just smash that guy.
Another one falls. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Alright, so this is where we'll see the effect of that trinket, because that is going to do 20% more.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Stress damage. In the meantime, let's also get this cap.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying
Put
fall.
the super protection cap on our tank. So now our tank is just super jacked. Which of course means literally none of the
Packs laden with loot
attacks will
are
land
often low on supplies.
Alright. So the boss is almost always in the room that's farthest from the door. So that's where we're gonna head. Alright, we're gonna see if she can disarm this trap. Nope, she can't. So she's even more stressed out.
The light, the promise of safety.
All these torches.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Oh, I really don't want her to hit her stress limit break, so we may have to camp sooner than I planned. Really need you to land a couple of those.
Be gone, fiend.
Yep.
onslaught. Destroy
Shreds the whole
them
party.
all. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Smell this gas, feel better. Yeah, because of the protection trinkets, I'm now just like an uber tank, taking very little damage on this.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
This may do it. Nope. Yeah, so now
Annihilated.
our Crusader up there is just going to be able to shred people.
Soothed. Sedated.
Come on.
Decimated.
Nice crit.
A
We
trifling
have
victory,
like no space,
but
huh?
a victory nonetheless.
Too many treasures.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it. The flesh is knit.
So that guy is done. We don't need to put any more energy into that guy. It's done. Yes. DOTO get that guy.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Alright.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
So we're gonna clean the guns. I can do the buff there, and that should do it.
In Radiance, may we find
So this
victory.
next room should be the boss. The boss.
Fierce, terrible, nightmare-made material.
Let's leave it open. The more dots we can get on this guy, the better off we're going to be. So now we're just stun him, but it will let me move him out of position. Heal everybody. I forgot to get the menu for this guy. So we're just gonna keep stacking dots. We're getting exceptionally lucky on these fights because this should be it. Yep.
With no living sinew to actuate them, will these walking bones finally fail? Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Beast Slayer, that's good. Tough's good. Nymphomania. That's less good. That's a bad trait.
Awash in blood and delusion, he bears the burden of 1,000 lifetimes.
Yes, yes.
Great heroes can be found even here, in the mud and rain. This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same.
Alright, we're gonna unequip all trinkets. Man, the Dismas head and the Barristan's head is so good to get in the very first dungeon. Alright. Let's do one more, and then I'm going to call it for now. Something easy. That's a pretty good easy one. Alright. All right. Actually, Cove Scrounger's a good one. Clear all corpses. Self-heal. We're gonna need to get Hugh, because Hugh is the best ability that that class has. We'll get you in there. And then maybe an antiquarian for the back line just to up the money. That seems right. Alright. So let's sort by activity. You need to have Hugh. That is an ability that you need to have. Everything else can wait. Yeah, these are all good things. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Let's do some trinkets. So Johnny up front. Actually, we don't need a second tank then. What we need is a damage dealer. These are the tough choices that we end up having to make. I want to bring a 0 person because I want to level somebody up. You can be in either place, so we'll still bring Chandos. You're our damage dealer, so you get Dismas's head. Yeah, that seems good. Let's try that. Let's do it. And this will be my last one for today.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out. If only treasure
that
could
fish
staunch
had
the
some
flow
gems.
of otherworldly corruption. Mind that such missteps are the exception and not the rule.
Okay, we gotta kill this madman. I'm just gonna do that nonsense. Okay, yeah, he needs to be up front. Yeah, we gotta get him out of position and get him killed.
The offensive.
Coming in hot with the rest of the old gods.
onslaught. Destroy them all. Well struck.
Gotta get these stabs in while I can. The extra stress is problematic though for this guy. Like, we're not even...
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
So the antiquarian has a chance to create these rare antiques. So basically, they're a really,
may we find victory.
they're a really crappy person to have in your battle team that generates more loot. So it's like a trade-off.
The light, the promise of safety. The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Yeah, so the whole idea of the antiquarian is just getting more junk. People have done really silly playthroughs.
Finding this stuff is only the first test.
Played really
Now it must be
slow
carried
grinds
home.
with 4 antiquarians to just like stack loot. Alright, so you need a heal. Oof. These dodges. They're gonna kill us, literally. There we go.
Destroyed. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Making that money. Getting
As
that
the light gains
paper.
purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Alrighty then. When you get forced to give up, there's the collector. So this is a mini boss.
Piled high and cloaked in malice.
I really needed you to come through with a big hit there and not bleed. Yep.
Mortality clarified in a single strike. Soothed. Sedated.
Oh, you gotta stop missing. We don't have a lot of people who fight the back line very well. That's going to be a very big problem here. Because we can't get to the collector. I was like, I'm just going to do one more small dungeon. We may end up having to bail on this, which would really stink.
Precision and power. Quakes. Impressive.
Yeah, we gotta try to shred through these minions.
A decisive pummeling.
So yeah, this mob, basically wandering monster, has like a 5% chance to show up if you have a full inventory. So it was a very low percentage that we would see him. Oh, somebody's resolve is tested. Okay, this is gonna go very bad for
One
here. So we got.
Madness.
We may have to bail because we can't do enough damage. Yeah, we can't do enough damage to the back line. He doesn't actually have that much HP, we just have to be able to get to it. That's the trick. It's gonna kill you first anyway. I'm getting stressed. Yeah, I mean, you've already stressed the shit out of my people. Yeah, you can yell at everybody. Oh, jeez. But I do need you to hit. these misses on my leper are going to end up costing me what should by all accounts be a very easy wandering boss fight.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
Gotta heal yourself.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Oh, with these misses.
Devastating blow. As the ghoulish collection scatters, the rats prepare to feast. Obliterated. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Well, at least we got some gold out of the deal. And we still haven't fought the one fight that we need to fight to actually win this dungeon, which hopefully is in this room, so we can just leave. Oh yeah, you can stress him out as much as you want.
Self-preservation is paramount at any cost.
Yeah, I know, we're all stressed out. We're all very, very, very stressed out. Can you please finish the fight?
Masterfully executed.
Out we go.
The pungent odor abates. The things are driven back for a time.
All these negative traits. Anyway, I think that'll just about do it.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
You've got really good starting abilities.
The task ahead is terrible.
You gotta always
and
take
weakness
healers.
Cannot be tolerated.
Unfortunately, I think you're now just too messed up. You're not really worth it. So we're gonna get rid of you.
Send this one to journey elsewhere.
Like.
For we have need of sterner stock.
That's a good one. Oh. Okay. Alright, well, thank you everybody, and until I see you again, we're gonna keep up with this, and I'll track the weeks, and we'll go through Darkest Dungeon together. Have a good one.